I'll do the dicks with a favor.
Hey.
Alright, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. And you already know, if the topic is hot, we're on it. Man, listen. It pains me to see another young, black, talented male in this predicament, in this situation, or should I say, shituation. I think the underlying issue here that we need to discuss or talk about or make people aware of is the amount of money that these record companies are making off of these young, black, volatile males. I ask people all the time, I say, yo, do you notice that majority of the black men, young black men that get record deals, get the spotlight, blow up? They are gang affiliated, they are street affiliated, they are crime affiliated or affiliated with criminals, or they themselves have criminal records, or at least have been locked up at least once before. It's like this is a requirement. You would believe that every young black male who aspires to be a rapper wants to do drill music, trap music, talk about shooting, killing, drugs, bitches, guns, money, and that's it. Or clothes, and that's it. I gotta tell you though, these record labels are making a killing because of an insurance. There is a certain type of insurance, if you did not know this already, that allows a business to take out a hefty insurance claim on a person they're doing business with. Record companies do it to their artist because as long as they can prove to the insurance company that, hey, look, this artist is the whole business. And if this artist dies, that whole business is done. Of course, the artist is the whole business. The artist is the brand. The artist is the person who you depend on to go do the shows, to do the interviews, to do the appearances, to do the collaborations, to do the everything, to bring money in. So if that artist dies or goes to prison for a lengthy time, then your money could be in jeopardy that you've invested. So to protect their interest, there's actually an insurance policy out. So they go around looking for these young men, not necessarily because they want somebody who's going to preach a positive message through their music, not necessarily because they want somebody who is going to be in the game for longevity. They don't think like this artist could be around for 20 years and we can make millions of dollars every year for the next 2 decades. That's not what they're thinking about. They're not thinking about a long career like a LL Cool J, like a Jay-Z, and one day he'll be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or something. They don't have those kinds of plans for these dudes. They are making that quick money and establishing their business, their record companies, their lifestyles, fattening their bank accounts off the backs of these dudes. So, rapper Tdott fatally shot in Brooklyn after signing with a record label. Now, let me say this. Disclaimer, I don't know if that's the situation with his label, this particular situation, but I find it suspicious. And I find it suspicious with all the other rappers who had street beef. Now, budding Brooklyn rapper, according to New York Post, budding Brooklyn rapper Tdott was fatally shot in his neighborhood where he grew up on Tuesday afternoon shortly after signing a record deal with a record label. I remember Tdott sitting in the car and he said, if I get shot or if I get killed, it won't be my ops. I wonder if he knew something that we didn't know. See, a lot of these young men kind of know what's going on, but they've been broke for so long and they're so hungry for fame and so hungry for millions of dollars in the bank that they'll actually talk themselves into going through it. It's like, this is what you call selling your soul. This is what you call siding with the devil. You understand? It's not some guy that lives under the earth, way down deep in hell, some big red guy and it's flames around him and all that. It's when you give your life over to portraying a certain image, and then they pay you handsomely for that image you portray, and you get a run at it. You might get a year out of it. You might get 2 years out of it. Whatever the case may be, you might get 5 years, but eventually you will have to pay. Sometimes they cash out real early. The 22-year-old artist and dancer, whose real name was Tdott, he was struck in the head and the left knee in a drive-by shooting on Avenue L near East 98th Street in Canarsie at about 2:20 p.m., the police said. Now, from what I'm hearing, he was also involved in a lot of things, right? Like, he was also involved in gang life. So he is gang affiliated, and at one point or another, he claimed to be a gang member. He claimed some set. I've also heard, I don't know if it's rumors or it's confirmed, so I'm letting you know that, but I've also heard that he might have actually been pulling capers, or what you call robberies, right? And it could be any one of those situations where somebody send back fire at him. Now, Tdott, who was friends with the late rapper Popsmoke, was actually a really good friend of Popsmoke. And all the dances that you seen in Popsmoke videos and all that, he was the one that came up with those dances. Same thing for Fabio. He's a good friend of his as well. He was taken to Brookdale Hospital Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. Hours before his death, though, Tdott struck a deal with $1 Million Music. The label announced that in a press release on Instagram shortly after his death. The label described Tdott as a rising star and said that he rose to prominence for his woo walk from a community whose drill music has and continues to electrify the world. Well, not only has it continued to electrify the world, it's continued to kill a whole lot of them. Because within the music, it's like gang talk. And there's a whole lot of dissing the ops and calling people out their name and smoking on your dead partner and all this other shit. And what ends up happening is it comes back to them. So again, this is gang life, street life, going over into the music industry. And these are the guys that they choose to give the platform to. He has multiple video credits under his belt, but it is his ability to dance which speaks volumes, the label said. Now, the label did not sign him as a dancer. The label signed him as an all-around artist, right? Now, Fivioforeign, he's also a very good friend of Fivioforeign, and Fivioforeign put this up right after he passed, and he said, "I'm gonna miss you forever, baby boy. You was the prince of this city. Long live Prince Tdott. I love you, gang. Like forever. Watch over me like you always do." He said that he recorded, his record label rather, celebrated the young rapper's life on a post on Instagram Wednesday night. Said that it's an honor to remain your friend until your last moment. This is what the label wrote, that it was an honor to remain your friend to your last moment. Your memory will always stay with us no matter what or where we go or what we do. Tdott danced in music videos for Popsmoke in 2019 hit song Welcome to the Party. He also, and that's probably arguably one of Popsmoke, if not his biggest song. So you should recognize him from there. He also flashed his moves in Fivioforeign's music video for Big Drip, right? Deeply connected with these guys. Fivioforeign paid his respect on Instagram, and sources said that Tdott's killer was inside a dark SUV. That's all they know. No arrests were made in the case, and they don't even know what color the SUV was. It could have been dark blue. It could have been black. It could have been dark gunmetal gray. Whatever the case was, it was dark out. He was actually around his home where he lived. As far as I've heard, he was entering his home and somebody stalked him. Somebody pulled up on him and somebody shot him in the head and in the knee, and he ended up dying from those injuries. Sad to see another one go, but that's the energy that's being pushed. You feel me? And when you push that type of energy, that's the energy that comes back. You can't go out here talking all that stuff, that gang stuff, and expect it to be just that. Furthermore, a lot of the guys that talk all that gang stuff actually have people around them that are gang affiliated. So even if it's not their beef, it's the homies' beef. And you already know how that goes. When my homies ride, I ride. Who my homies don't fuck with, I don't fuck with. Who my homies good with, I'm cool with. My homies beef is my beef. That's gang shit. Okay? And could have been down one of those roads, man. Sad situation, sad to see him go, but I just need everybody to know, keep an eye on those record companies and keep an eye on how many of these young black brothers are dying through this form of music. I'm just saying. I'll catch you on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV. Hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, if the topic is hot, we're on it. I'm out. Peace.